Welcome, everyone. This is a course for mastering AI prompting for marketing, specifically for scaling your tech startup with ChatGPT. I'm Brittany Anderson, founder of Heatwave Media, which is a full-service marketing agency located out of Utah, servicing everywhere in the United States and Canada. And BA Biz, which is a YouTube channel dedicated to teaching marketing professionals how to use AI to maximize their marketing efforts. I've been certified in advanced prompting for AI, and I use AI like ChatGPT every single day for many different applications, both personally and professionally. I'd love for you to connect with me on LinkedIn and YouTube, and I've also included my email address, so feel free to reach out to me anytime with questions about ChatGPT or anything marketing related. Throughout this session, we are going to dive deep into how ChatGPT can help you streamline and scale your startups or your business's marketing efforts, whether you're building your audience, creating content, or trying to attract and engage investors. Here we go. Okay, I've listed our goals for this course, including an introduction to ChatGPT for those who aren't as familiar with it as others, a few ChatGPT best practices, the 3 C's of prompting, customizing ChatGPT for your startup or business, and creating loads of high-impact content for your startup. This class is perfect for startup founders or entrepreneurs, small business owners, marketing professionals, content creators and strategists, investor relations teams, social media managers, and definitely perfect for early stage startups with lean marketing operations. Let's get into it. Okay, a quick introduction to AI. So AI, artificial intelligence, is when machines try to think like humans to solve problems, make decisions, and learn from data. Machine learning, or ML, is a part of AI where computers learn from data to make predictions or decisions on their own. Large language models, or LLMs, are advanced AI models like ChatGPT trained on massive amounts of text data to understand and generate human-like language. ChatGPT, which I know you've heard of, it is an LLM. It's a tool that generates text based on your input. It adapts to your needs by using specific prompts. Perfect for startups, it saves time, streamlines workflows, and scales marketing efforts. Now let's get into ChatGPT and I'll kind of show you around. Okay, so a super quick introduction to ChatGPT. I know you all know what this is. I know you've been in there, you've played with it, but for those who maybe aren't as familiar, I just want to give a really quick overview of the layout. So this is ChatGPT. Up in the left-hand corner, this icon opens your sidebar, which is what shows you all of your chat history. Close that up, and then just next to that icon is where you can create a new chat, and we'll talk about that quite a bit later, using new chats versus using existing chats and why you might want to do that. The main box in the middle is where you will put your prompts. And so I'm going to input a prompt really quickly just so you can see where the output comes from. You can also attach files here with this icon. And so you might want to do that when you'd like ChatGPT to analyze large amounts of information, like a big report or a long article. It can give you really quick highlights. It's really, really helpful. So I'm going to quickly attach the presentation for this course. And I'm going to say you are an expert content analyst. Read through the attached presentation and give an overview of the training as well as highlights in a simple bulleted list. Okay, so you can see that it kind of moved my input up to the right. It went through and read the entire presentation for today, and now it's giving the output, and it's giving kind of an overview, which is what we asked for, which is perfect. And then it's giving the highlights of this class in a simple bulleted list. So you can see that it takes the time to put together some really good detailed output based on the really good prompt that we gave. Okay, so let's get into a few more things. I just wanted to give that really quick overview of what ChatGPT looks like and where, the different elements are. Okay, so let's talk about a few ChatGPT best practices. First being prompt chaining. So prompt chaining is when you're breaking a task into smaller steps and feeding the outputs of one prompt into the next prompt for more refined results. So when to use that. It's really useful for complex projects where you need to build on previous responses, like creating a content strategy or refining a detailed report. So here's an example. We say list 5 blog topics about AI in healthcare, and then ChatGPT gives you an output. It lists 5 different blog topics about AI in healthcare, and then you'd use the next prompt by saying, create a detailed outline for the blog topic that you chose. Then, once it gives you that outline, you can take it step by step and use another prompt that says, write an engaging introduction for the blog using this outline. So, using prompt chaining is really important because you want to make sure that your prompts are very specific and very concise. You don't want to give ChatGPT a whole list of tasks in one prompt. And the reason being is ChatGPT obviously is very, very smart, but the more you give it, the less detail you're going to get back, the less specific content you're going to get back. So really think about prompt chaining like keeping each prompt very specific and using it in a really nice flow so that you are working ChatGPT through the process. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's briefly talk about chat windows. I showed you in ChatGPT that you can open a new chat. So when do you want to open a new chat and when do you want to use the same chat window? So using the same chat window, when you're working on a single project or topic that requires building on previous context. So for example, if you're drafting an email sequence for a campaign, keeping everything in the same window ensures ChatGPT remembers the tone and the details. New chat windows, you might want to open a new chat when you're starting a completely different topic or project to avoid AI using the old context in the other chat that might not be relevant for this new project. So for example, switching from writing social media posts for a project launch to drafting an investor pitch deck, you would definitely want those to be 2 separate chats, unless you really want ChatGPT to remember what you were previously working on in those social media posts, and you want it to pull those into drafting that investor pitch deck. Then you would use the same chat. So I hope that helps you understand when you'd want to use the same chat window versus starting a new one. Okay, so let's talk about assigning ChatGPT a role. Specifying the role ChatGPT should take to shape its response style and focus is very important. When you want responses tailored to a specific perspective, expertise, or audience, you would assign ChatGPT a role. So, for example, you might say, you are a SaaS growth marketer. Write a LinkedIn post that explains how our software saves remote teams 10 plus hours per week. The result will be a professional tone and industry specific language for the intended audience. We'll go through many different prompts throughout this training, and each time we will be assigning ChatGPT a role, and you'll be able to really understand and see the different examples that we use that you can use in your own content creation and marketing. So let's move on. All right, the 3 C's of prompting. This helps ChatGPT give you much better results. Clear and focused prompts with the right background information make it easier for the AI to understand your needs and create accurate, useful responses. The 3 C's being clarity, context, and conciseness. So, clarity, let's start there. Be specific and focused. For example, you are a customer success expert. Write a step-by-step onboarding email for a CRM platform. We're being very specific. We're letting it know that it's a customer success expert. We want it to write a step-by-step onboarding email for a CRM platform. We gave it the specifics that it's for a CRM platform. We gave it the specifics of saying we want a step-by-step onboarding email. You wouldn't want to just say, write an email, of course. That doesn't give any specific information, and your outputs will be very poor. So be very, very specific and really focus on that clarity. So the next one is context. You want to be providing really good detail about your audience, your product, or your goal. So for example, you are a SaaS growth marketer. Write a LinkedIn post targeting CTOs about simplifying data integration. So you didn't just say, write a LinkedIn post. You want to give it that context of, we're targeting CTOs. we want to talk about simplifying data integration. So be sure you're very specific, you're using the clarity, and you're giving the context behind the task that you're assigning ChatGPT. Very important. The third C of prompting is conciseness. You want to keep your prompts short and actionable. So, for example, you are a tech copywriter. Write a tweet in under 280 characters promoting a feature that improves retention by 20%. That's a longer prompt than the other two, but it still is very concise. It gives the clarity, it gives the context, and we're keeping it nice and short. You'll see a little bit later that we're going to use prompt chaining to create a lot of great content for your startup or for your business. And you'll see that in each prompt, we keep it very specific. We give it the context and we keep it very concise. If you get too long, like I've said before, if you give too many tasks in one prompt, the output that you receive is going to be less detailed than what you want. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's get into the exciting stuff. We want to customize your ChatGPT for your startup or your business. And there are two different methods, two different ways of doing this. So, method one would be customizing through your prompting. As you're in ChatGPT and you're giving specific prompts, you're giving all of that specific detail and context. You're continuously customizing ChatGPT just through that prompting. You're providing clear instructions in your prompts to guide ChatGPT's tone, style, and content. So, for example, you might say, you are a startup founder. Write a professional email update for investors highlighting Q4 milestones. And then you'd attach or paste those milestones in there. That is continuously customizing ChatGPT. It's helping it learn more about your business. And if you're in the same chat window, it's going to continuously use that information in its output. You might also say you are a customer support specialist. Write an empathetic response to a product issue, and then you give the specifics for the product issues. So you're simultaneously teaching ChatGPT that you like to use an empathetic tone when you are writing a response to a product issue. You're also teaching ChatGPT what those product issues may be. So again, method one is using your prompting to give specifics, and throughout doing that, you are continuously customizing ChatGPT. Method two, and I would highly recommend doing both of these, is actually customizing ChatGPT through the settings. So you can adjust ChatGPT's behavior and output style using customization fields in the settings menu. We'll go through that next. You can use the preferred tone that you like or creativity level. You can use saved preferences to ensure consistency across responses. So the different ChatGPT customization fields that there are right now are: what should ChatGPT call you? What do you do? What traits should ChatGPT have? Anything else ChatGPT should know about you? So next, we're going to use ChatGPT to help us put together the input for these settings in ChatGPT. Let's move on. Okay, let's move forward with customizing your ChatGPT for your startup or business right now. Go ahead and open another browser window and go to chatgpt.com. You can also open a copy of this presentation so you can copy and paste the prompts that we'll be going through in this training, which will save you a ton of time. You can find the link to this presentation below. Pause the video, take a minute to open ChatGPT and the presentation, and be ready to copy and paste the prompts on this screen. You'll see that in all prompts we'll be going through, there will be sections in brackets for you to customize for your own startup or business. Okay, pause the video and get ready. Okay, let's start with prompt one. Pause the video again and make sure you've copied and pasted prompt number one into a new ChatGPT chat window. Customize the sections in the brackets for your startup or business, and then continue playing the training video. For the purpose of this training and demonstrating how ChatGPT works with these specialized prompts, I'm going to use a fake tech startup example. FinFlow is a fintech startup with AI-powered tools for budgeting, investment automation, and financial wellness, empowering individuals and small businesses to achieve financial freedom effortlessly. Okay, so my prompt is going to look like this. I'm going to start a new window, of course, and then you're going to paste your prompt in here and how you customized it. So I'm doing the same. And mine is going to say, I am the founder and CEO of FinFlow, a fintech startup, and I'd like ChatGPT to address me in a way that reflects my role and aligns with my brand identity. Please provide options for what ChatGPT could call me, ranging from formal to casual tones. Your output should be in a format for me to copy and paste right into ChatGPT settings. So you can see what we're doing. We're asking ChatGPT to help us get the right output to put into ChatGPT settings to really customize ChatGPT for our startup or for our business. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. Okay, so it says here are some options for ChatGPT to address you, ranging from formal to casual tones. So you can literally copy and paste this output, open settings, so go up to the top right corner. You're going to go to Customize ChatGPT. Okay, and in what should ChatGPT call you, you're literally going to paste exactly what that output was, okay? But go through and make sure you like it. Maybe I don't like where it says the FinFlow Guru. Maybe I don't like where it says FinFlow Boss. So go through, pause the video, go through and make sure you really do like these different things and suggestions that ChatGPT gave you for what ChatGPT can call you throughout the output. And paste it into these customized settings. Okay, let's move on. All right, prompt 2. So go ahead and pause the video, make sure that you've copied and pasted prompt 2, and that you've gone through and made sure that you've customized the bracket sections for your startup or business. And then go ahead and use the same chat window and paste it into the input box. So for FinFlow, I have gone and customized those sections in the brackets. And I've said, my business specializes in financial technology solutions. We help individuals and small business owners solve financial uncertainty and inefficiency by providing AI-powered tools for budgeting, personalized financial insights, and smart investment guidance. Write a short description of what we can do that I can use to customize ChatGPT. Again, your output should be in a format for me to copy and paste right into ChatGPT settings. All right, let's see what it comes up with. Okay, FinFlow specializes in cutting-edge financial technology solutions designed to empower individuals and small business owners. This is perfect. So you right now should have the same output, but customized for your business. Go ahead and open Customize ChatGPT settings again. And under What Do You Do, you're literally just going to paste what ChatGPT just gave you. But again, take a minute to go through that output and make sure it's exactly what you want before pasting it into your ChatGPT settings. Okay, and then you'll click Save. All right, let's move on to prompt 3. Pause the video again, copy and paste prompt 3 into your ChatGPT, and then go through the bracket sections and customize it for your business. When you're done with that, play the video. Okay, so this is what mine looks like. I want ChatGPT to reflect our company's values and brand voice when interacting with me. We are innovative, trustworthy, and approachable. Please write a clear and concise list of traits ChatGPT should have based on this description. Again, your output should be in a format for me to copy and paste right into ChatGPT settings. All right, let's see what we get. This is great. So it's saying, we're innovative, trustworthy, approachable, customer-centric, empowering, efficient. These are really great terms that we can just copy and paste right into our ChatGPT settings. So again, open up settings, go to Customize ChatGPT, and under What Traits Should ChatGPT Have, this is where you're going to copy and paste the output that you just received from your great prompt. Again, pause the video, go through and make sure this is exactly what you want, and then play the video again and we'll move on. Okay, you'll hit save here. And then let's move on to prompt 4. So again, pause the video, copy and paste prompt 4 into your ChatGPT, and then make sure you are customizing those bracket sections for your startup or business. So what mine looks like is this. Here's some background about my business. FinFlow is a fintech startup that uses AI to simplify personal finance and empower individuals to take control of their budgets, savings, and investments. And it goes on and on. And then at the end, again, it says your output should be in a format for me to copy and paste right into ChatGPT settings. Okay, so you have your prompt totally ready to go. Go ahead and hit the arrow. Wait for the output to come back from ChatGPT. This is really great. It says FinFlow is a fintech startup focused on simplifying personal finance, etc. It goes through the key challenges. It talks about what I need from ChatGPT. So we're going to copy and paste exactly what it says here. Open up settings, again, go to customize ChatGPT, and then under anything else ChatGPT should know about you, go ahead and paste it right in there. Make sure, again, pause the video, make sure it's exactly what you want, and then go ahead and click save. And there you have it. Once you've finished with these 4 prompts, this is going to make your ChatGPT completely customized for your startup or for your business. You can always go into customize again and edit the language that you put in there to continuously refine how ChatGPT has customized their outputs for your business. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's move forward with some prompting exercises to create a bunch of content for your startup or business that you can start using today. Open up a new chat window in ChatGPT because this is a completely different project, right? We were customizing ChatGPT before, but now we're working on content creation for your business. So using a new chat window is appropriate for this. However, you will now be using the same chat window for all of the 10 prompts that we'll be working through right now. So using the same chat window is appropriate for this because we want ChatGPT to remember the output from each of these prompts to help with the output for each new prompt. Also, open up the PDF of this presentation so you can copy and paste the prompts to save time. So for the purpose of these prompts, again, I'm going to use FinFlow as the tech startup example. Let's move on. Okay, so hopefully you have paused this video, you have copied and pasted the prompt from this screen, and you've pasted it into a new ChatGPT window. Again, go through the brackets and customize it for your startup or for your business. So again, using FinFlow to show you the example, this is what I came up with. You are a product marketing specialist. Write 5 blog article ideas showcasing the benefits of FinFlow, an AI-powered personal finance platform for individuals and small business owners. Focus on how FinFlow helps solve common financial challenges such as budgeting, saving, and investment planning. So you should have something very similar to this, but customized for your startup or business. Paste that into the ChatGPT window and let's find out what we get. Okay. So ChatGPT is coming up with 5 blog article ideas that showcase the benefits of FinFlow. For you, it would be showcasing the benefits of your startup or for your company. You can see how great this is. It's so detailed. It's giving these wonderful titles, how FinFlow simplifies budgeting, AI-powered tools for smarter financial decisions. It talks about the focus of what the blog article should be. It talks about the key benefits of each of these ideas, and it gives a call to action. This is really, really great. I use ChatGPT for content creation all the time. So it kind of has learned how I like the output to be. Your output may be a little bit different, but as you keep using ChatGPT, it will continuously customize for you and what you like and how you like your output. But this is really great. So go through these blog articles and choose one. We are going to use this to now start fleshing out a blog article. Okay, let's move on to prompt number 2. So go to the PDF presentation, go to the next slide, and copy and paste prompt number 2 into ChatGPT. Make sure that, again, you're customizing every section within those brackets for your startup or for your business. Okay, so stay in the same chat window because we want ChatGPT to remember all of the input that we're giving and all of the output that ChatGPT is giving to us. Go ahead and paste your prompt number 2. Mine says you are a content specialist. Write a detailed blog outline for the topic, how AI-powered tools like FinFlow can transform small business financial management. Focus on how it solves the challenge of managing cash flow, creating budgets, and making informed financial decisions. So make sure again that your prompt it's very clear. So you're using clarity, you're giving the context, and you're being as concise as possible while still giving all the information that ChatGPT needs. So go ahead and paste your prompt and make sure it is customized and hit the arrow. Let's find out what we come up with. Okay, so it's coming up with a great blog outline, just that exactly what we asked for. It has the title, it gives a good introduction, and then it gives you some information for the purpose behind the introduction. It talks about an engagement hook, it gives you a thesis statement, it goes through the role of AI in small business finance, managing cash flow with FinFlow, and it keeps going on. And again, remember, we asked for the entire blog outline here. So it's going to outline the introduction, the body, and the conclusion for us. The way that I like to take these blog outlines, I like to then take piece by piece and ask ChatGPT to flesh out the entire introduction. And then I'll go through and make sure it's exactly how I want it before I move on to asking ChatGPT to flesh out the next section of the outline. You can definitely ask ChatGPT to flesh out the entire blog for you once you have this outline, but I will tell you, you will not have a ton of detail on this. It's going to be very content light. And if you're looking for something that's more content rich, a really nice, long, educational blog post, you're going to want to move piece by piece. But play around with it because you'll definitely be able to see the more you're asking ChatGPT for, the less detail you get. And if you really work piece by piece, you'll get much more detail. Play around with it and you'll definitely see. Okay, so this is really, really great. I'm excited to see what you come up with. So let's move on. Okay, so let's move on to prompt number 3 in the presentation. So pull up that PDF, copy and paste prompt number 3 into your ChatGPT window using the same window. And go ahead and customize in those brackets of the prompt for your startup or for your business. Go ahead and pause the video and then play it once you're ready. Okay, so we've been working on the blog post. We were able to get 5 different ideas from ChatGPT. We were able to flesh out a good outline for the blog post, and hopefully that gives you enough of a foundation to use some prompt chaining to keep working through that blog outline and having ChatGPT flesh out the content for each section of the blog. But for right now, we're going to move on to social media posts. We're using the same chat again because we want ChatGPT to remember all of the input and detail and context that we've given, and we want ChatGPT to use the output from the blog posts within the social media posts. So the way I like to do things for my clients at Heatwave Media is I will flesh out a really good educational blog post, get it completely perfect, and then I want to use little snippets of that blog post within a bunch of social media posts that are going to attract the right audience, attract the target audience for that client. And then they read this social media post and it's kind of like a tease. They want to learn more. They want to read all of the educational content. So the purpose of that is to attract the target audience, get them hooked, and then bring them over to the website where the blog post is housed to learn more. Okay, so let's come up with some social media posts based on the blog post that we chose and that we had ChatGPT flesh out. Okay, so mine is going to look like this. You are a social media manager. Write 5 social media posts that tease the blog how AI-powered tools like FinFlow can transform small business financial management. Remember, that's the title that we selected for the blog post. Each post should target small business owners and encourage them to read the blog to learn how to streamline financial management and grow their business. Okay, so let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. Okay, so it's going to give us, it looks like Instagram/Facebook post, number 1. It gives some cute emojis, struggling with cash flow or budgeting for your small business. You're not alone. Many small businesses face these challenges. And you'll see that as you're getting the output for these blogs and social media posts, it's pulling from the information that you put into ChatGPT's settings. It's going to use the tone and the style that you selected for your customized settings. Okay, and then it gives some really good bullet points. In our latest blog, we break down how AI-powered tools like FinFlow can, et cetera, et cetera. And then it gives you some ideas for a carousel slide, which is great. So it gives you a title card, pain points, key benefits. Okay, then the next post is geared towards LinkedIn. It gives you a caption, again, some bullet points, and then a clear call to action, which is great. The third post is geared towards Twitter or X. So it's much shorter, which is wonderful. And then post number 4 gives you some Instagram story ideas. Post number 5 is a Facebook post. So you can see because ChatGPT has really learned how I like to do things, it's not giving 5 of the same type of posts, right? It's giving you a bunch of different types of posts so that you're engaging target audiences across different platforms and you're using the tone and style that works best for each of those platforms. Okay, so now you should have a really great blog outline. You should have a wonderful blog post, and now you should have 5 great social media posts. Okay, moving on to prompt 4. Go to prompt 4 in the PDF presentation and copy that prompt, paste it into the same window of ChatGPT, and make sure you're customizing those customizable fields that are in the brackets. So pause the video and do that right now. This is what my prompt looks like. You are an email marketing expert. Write a 3 email sequence based on the blog, How AI Powered Tools like FinFlow Can Transform Small Business Financial Management. The email should provide educational value about cash flow management and budgeting while enticing small business owners to visit the website to learn more about how FinFlow can help their businesses thrive. So you'll have your own prompt that you've pasted in here and you've customized it for your startup or your business. And let's find out what we get here. Okay, so this is going to go through in detail the 3 emails that we asked for an email sequence. Email number 1, the secret to solving cash flow problems for good. It gives you a subject line, a pre-header, the body. It gives you a few bullet points for FinFlow's AI-powered tools, and then it has a really nice CTA at the end. So you should have something customized to your business for email number 1. And it looks like I had a network error occur here, so I'm just going to refresh the screen. This will happen sometimes. It's not a big deal. Just refresh your screen and it will then show you the rest of the output. Okay, so again, we have email 1, email 2, which is budgeting made easy. Again, subject line, pre-header, the body. It gives you the bullet points and the CTA, and then it gives you email 3. So this is really designed to kind of, we've already attracted our audience, right? We've brought them to our blog, we've brought them to our website, and now that they've been there, we can target them for emails and kind of move this lead from a cold lead into a warm lead to hopefully an established customer is the whole point. So this is great. You'll have your own emails that are customized to your business, which is perfect. Sometimes at the end here, ChatGPT will give you some additional notes for the sequence. Lots of times it's geared towards, hey, be sure to use subtle links to FinFlow's website in each email, or include call to actions. Here are a couple of different ideas. It's nice. Okay, let's move on. All right, awesome. We're already on to prompt 5, which is creating some lead magnet ideas using ChatGPT. So what is a lead magnet? This is something you can use to attract the right audience. It's something that you're giving away that provides value, and in return, you're gaining some contact information from your target audience. They'll be happy to give you their email address in exchange for a piece of valuable information, which could be a free guide or a case study or a white paper. You get the idea. We're going to use ChatGPT to help us come up with some ideas for different lead magnets tailored to your startup or your business, and then continue to have ChatGPT flesh out the actual lead magnets that we'll use. Okay, so let's get started. This is what my prompt is going to look like. Okay, so go to prompt number 5 in the PDF. You know the drill. Copy and paste into ChatGPT in the same window that you're using, and go ahead and customize those sections in the brackets. So this is what mine looks like. You are a marketing strategist. Suggest 5 lead magnet ideas for FinFlow, an AI-powered personal finance platform that will appeal to individuals and small business owners. Ensure the ideas provide educational value and highlight FinFlow's key benefits, such as simplifying budgeting, improving savings, and offering smart investment recommendations. So pause the video, make sure that you have your customized prompt in ChatGPT, and then go ahead and resume the video. Okay, so let's see what we get from ChatGPT. So it's giving us 5 lead magnet ideas. The first one is the ultimate guide to mastering cash flow management with AI. It tells you your target audience, and it suggests that maybe you put it in a format like an ebook or a downloadable PDF. It gives you the content highlights, and it tells you what the value is for that target audience. Perfect. It does the same thing for all 5 ideas. Okay, this is just extremely valuable information. I get stuck on ideas of what to create for lead magnets, and so using ChatGPT for this is a huge, huge time saver, and it really boosts creativity. Okay, this is perfect. So let's move on. In the next prompt, we will have ChatGPT flesh out one of these ideas for us. Okay, moving on to prompt 6. This is where we're going to have ChatGPT take one of those lead magnet ideas and flesh it out to create the content for the entire lead magnet. Okay, so in ChatGPT, you're going to, again, you know the drill, you're going to want to copy and paste the prompt, prompt number 6 from the PDF presentation. Paste that into ChatGPT, and then make sure that you're customizing those sections in the brackets. So mine is going to say, you are a content strategist. Write the content for the lead magnet titled, and then I gave it the title that I had chosen from the 5 ideas that ChatGPT gave me. I said, include an engaging intro explaining why individuals and small business owners need this resource. And then I continued customizing those sections in the brackets. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. Okay, so the lead magnet title is 5 simple strategies to master your budget with FinFlow. It gives you a cover page, an introduction, and it's going to go on to flesh out the entire lead magnet. So this valuable informational resource that people, that your target audience specifically would be interested in. You're trying to attract your target audience and say, hey, I'm going to give you this free guide, this free piece of valuable information, and in exchange, you're going to give me your email address. So that is going to be a lead for you. You know it's in your target audience. You know this person can become a customer of your startup or your business. And so now you have that contact information, and you can use it with email sequences to try to get this cold lead to become warmer, to becoming a hot lead, to becoming a customer for your startup or business. Okay, so let's keep going through this. Section 1, know your numbers. Start with a financial snapshot. Section 2, set smart financial goals. Automate your savings. Create a flexible budget, and it goes through the 50-30-20 rule for creating a budget. Section 5, monitor and review regularly. And then it fleshes out the conclusion for this lead magnet. You can definitely use prompt chaining to make sure that you are refining this lead magnet to be to come out exactly how you want. And of course, your lead magnet will be customized to your business or your startup. So use some prompt chaining to get this to be exactly what you want so that you have a perfect lead magnet. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's move on to prompt 7. Go to prompt 7 in the PDF presentation, copy and paste that prompt into the same ChatGPT window that we've been using. Mine is going to look like this. You're going to want to customize your prompt for your startup or for your business. And basically, we're asking ChatGPT to come up with some ideas for us for some thought leadership pieces that we can put out there. So customize yours, pause the video, and then come back and play it. This is what mine looks like. You are a thought leadership consultant. Suggest 5 ideas for thought leadership content in the fintech industry. And then it goes on to, give ChatGPT some additional clarity and context about the type of piece that we want to talk about. So let's see what we come up with. Okay, 5 thought leadership content ideas for the fintech industry. Number 1, the role of AI in financial literacy, empowering smarter financial decisions. It talks about the focus of what this piece would look like. It gives you a few key insights and then it gives you some positioning. And then it moves on to give you 5 different ideas for thought leadership pieces. So, what I would do with this next is I would really ask ChatGPT, I would choose one idea, and then I would ask ChatGPT to flesh that out more. Give me some more content, help me understand what this piece is about. And then, of course, you would go through and you would tweak it yourself to make sure that it's a really individual piece and unique. But this is perfect. It gives some really great ideas for some thought leadership pieces, which is especially perfect for startups. Okay, this is great. Let's move on. Okay, prompt 8. Now we're going to take one of those thought leadership ideas that ChatGPT gave us, and we're going to ask ChatGPT to really flesh that out. So go to your PDF presentation, make sure you copy and paste prompt 8 into the same ChatGPT window, and be sure to customize those bracket sections for your business or for your startup. Okay, so this is what mine looks like. You are a thought leadership strategist. Write the content for the thought leadership piece titled How FinTech Empowers Small Businesses to Thrive in Uncertain Times. And then I ask it to include an introduction section, 3 to 5 sections with insights about financial planning trends, as well as a conclusion. Okay, let's see what we come up with. Okay, here we go. So, how fintech empowers small businesses to thrive in uncertain times. You can see that it gives us an introduction and it's starting to flesh out those 3 to 5 bodies. I think this introduction is a little bit light on content, so I may use some prompt chaining to ask ChatGPT to elaborate on some of these sections to provide additional insight or educational detail. And you can do the same thing. Okay, but again, this is really, really great. This is saving us a ton of time. It's putting together some really great thought leadership on this fintech. And then again, it has the conclusion at the end. It looks like we had another network error, so I'm going to hurry and refresh, and then it will re-give the output. Again, the conclusion, like I said before, is a little bit content light. I would prefer it to be a little bit more elaborate with some additional detail. So I'll probably use some prompt chaining to ask ChatGPT to refine that a little bit further. So hopefully you have the same thing, a really good fleshed out thought leadership piece, or at least a start like I do. And you can use some prompt chaining to refine that and get something that you really, really want and really like. Okay, let's move on. Okay, moving on to prompt 9. This is where we're really going to do some ideation using ChatGPT to come up with some investor content ideas. We're really looking to attract investors at this point. So, this would be a really good idea for especially startups who are looking for some investment opportunities. Okay, so go ahead and go to the PDF presentation for prompt 9, copy and paste that into the same ChatGPT window. Be sure to customize those bracket fields for your startup or for your business. This is what mine looks like. You are a startup advisor. Suggest 5 content ideas designed to attract and entice potential investors for FinFlow. Each idea should highlight FinFlow's unique value, such as market potential, scalability, and revenue growth opportunities. Okay, let's see what we get. Here are the 5 content ideas. Number 1 is the growing demand for fintech, why FinFlow is positioned to lead the charge. It talks about the focus, it gives some key points, and it describes the purpose. So that gives you a good idea of what this type of content idea would provide for you when putting it out there to potential investors. And then it gives several other ideas. FinFlow's scalable model from individuals to small businesses, how FinFlow drives revenue. And again, you using your prompt, you're going to come up with 5 really great ideas for content pieces that will attract investors to your specific startup or business. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's work through our final prompt, prompt number 10. So, again, open up that PDF, copy and paste that prompt, number 10, into the same ChatGPT window. And I will show you what mine looks like. You're going to, again, want to go through and customize those sections in the brackets for your startup or your business. Okay, so mine looks like this. You are an investor relations strategist. Write a detailed blog post for why FinFlow is the future of personal financial management. And then I asked it to include an engaging introduction, 3 to 5 key sections, and a conclusion. So again, we're using the ideas that ChatGPT came up with for us to attract those investors. And now we're asking, we've chosen which idea we liked the best. And now we're asking ChatGPT to flesh out that idea for us. So let's see what we get. Okay, why FinFlow is the future of personal financial management. It gives you a nice introduction. I might use some prompt chaining to ask ChatGPT to refine that a little bit further, give some additional educational content. And it really depends on the length or how detailed you want that piece to be. So it's completely up to you. But again, just remember you can use prompt chaining to continually refine this message. And then it goes through several different sections, which is going to be perfect. It talks about the competitive advantage, proven monetization strategies, and revenue growth potential. This is awesome. A visionary team backed by technology, and then it goes through a conclusion. So at this point, you should have some really, really incredible content that is really geared towards your startup or your business. And depending on how much time you've taken to use prompt chaining and really refine this messaging, you should have a crazy amount of high impact content that you've created in just the last hour to really support your startup or your business. This is a ton of marketing, a ton of content creation that you've been able to do in just an hour. ChatGPT really saves a ton of time. It really sparks creativity. And it really is just an incredible resource for marketers. So I hope you really enjoyed this. We're going to conclude this here in just a minute. Congratulations for going through all 10 of these prompts. I would highly encourage you to go back through this and make sure that you're practicing your prompt exercises every day, because the better and better that you get at refining the message for the prompts for ChatGPT, the better output you're going to get, and the more time you're going to save, and the more creativity you're going to spark by using this tool. Thank you all so much for joining me today for Mastering AI Prompting for Marketing, Scaling Your Tech Startup with ChatGPT. I truly appreciate your time, engagement, and willingness to explore how AI can transform your marketing strategies. Before we wrap up, let's quickly review what we covered today. We dove into the basics of ChatGPT and AI prompting. We explored the 3 C's of prompting: clarity, context, and conciseness. We learned how to customize ChatGPT for your business to create blogs, social posts, emails, lead magnets, and even investor pitches. And more importantly, we saw how ChatGPT can scale your marketing and save time while creating impactful content. I want to encourage you to take what you've learned today and start experimenting with ChatGPT for your business. Whether it's generating blog ideas, writing engaging emails, or crafting lead magnets, you now have a framework to work smarter, not harder. If you're looking for more hands-on guidance or personalized strategies, I would love to connect. Visit my website at heatwavemediaco.com. Follow me on LinkedIn. I have the link here. And definitely look up my YouTube channel. I also have that link here. We go through so many different tips on my YouTube channel, really geared towards marketing professionals, small businesses. And so definitely join me. Take a look at that and use that as a resource. And remember, AI is just a tool. It's your creativity and strategy that bring it to life. With ChatGPT, the possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to see how you all use it to grow your businesses and startups. Thanks again for being here, and let's stay connected.